Hello, and welcome to your weekly Reddit video. It's almost been 2 weeks, so we might have quite a bit to catch up on with like Star Nova, whatever new glitches are happening. We have a lot of posts saved up here, so whatever you see on the title and thumbnail is what interested me the most. But before we get into any of that, we have to play Brawl. It is tradition, and we start with Edgar because one day it will be Edgar. That is so close. Okay, so we basically know what brawler it is, but now we just have to figure out which rarity it is. So I think Buzz might be, no, okay, it's okay. Later than 2021 or earlier, whatever, but it is a mythic, so we basically have all of the information besides the year. And the only other mythic assassin, okay, the number one mythic assassin in this game is Lily. Anytime I hear that, it's Lily, and there we go. Okay. I feel like Lily is the epitome of mythic assassin. But guys, now we are getting into the posts. This one, to be honest, it got me thinking a little bit, because obviously buffies are kind of being made somewhat to make brawlers broken, but then also to rework brawlers who have problems like this. They basically change all of their entire kit if there is a problem, especially if there's one gadget that's better than the other, or if there's one star power that's better than the other. They usually try to balance it. Sometimes it may not work out how they want it to, but a lot of the time it does seem to work. And I've been trying to think like which brawlers still have this problem, which brawlers maybe should be next for buffies, or who just like really needs this help. I think that Daryl overall has some of the worst gadgets in the entire game. Some people will say otherwise. I will always stand by this. Daryl could have better gadgets. I think that his are pretty mid. But no, this post is still basically Kenji, because nobody uses the extra range star power. If it added range to his default main attack dash, perfect. But it doesn't. So it really sucks. And also, I'm pretty sure the other star power may still be bugged where it has the effect of the other one, so you still get the range. So definitely don't put that on ever. If it made it wider like this super slash, then it would be good too. But I think that with the buffy, maybe they should just make his dash range like normal default dash fat or longer as well. That would be nice. And then his gadget dashy dash like does have some uses, but you're also losing out on damage. So realistically, you just want to use it to kill like throwers and to run away or to run up to somebody. But then again, you're just Mortis, but worse. So I don't know. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure there were teasers that the next brawler might be Kenji and Kaze's child. I don't know if that's confirmed, but one of the next brawlers might be that. And if that happens, then it might get buffies. Meaning Kenji would get buffies, but I don't know if they would ever give a new brawler buffies. I guess we'll have to find out. I think this post really puts into perspective how botched the rarity system actually is. 40 mythic brawlers. We've had this talk way too many times recently, so I will just end this post off by saying, I see a future where they eventually remove rarities from the game, and then they just basically allocate the brawlers in the star road, or whichever one gives you brawlers. They allocate it in a specific way where the simple brawlers are unlocked first, and then the longer you're playing, the better and more complex brawlers you unlock. Basically, I think that's how it's going to be, because like I'm just going to predict like a future where rarities don't exist, or they completely change the system, because 40, almost half of the brawlers being mythic makes no sense. Okay, I just want to talk about this post because I feel like most people didn't even realize this change. I didn't realize this change, at least, and I feel like some of you out there may have not noticed it either. But I know people don't care about records, but they should pop up in the lobby once you complete one again. So I didn't know that they removed this. Did they do it because records performed so badly? Like, I don't really know, but I guess I haven't really noticed the last time I've completed a record. Like, sometimes I notice the button there and I click on it, I'm like, oh, I got all these done. But I feel like I've not noticed or seen any pop-up of me completing a record. So would be good to make it a little bit more obvious when you do complete one, I guess. But it's also a dead feature, so I don't think it really matters. Now we have a prestige rewards concept from Cheater Sigma. So this is basically turning prestige into the old mastery system. This is like the ideal way that we could do it, because like prestige definitely did better, is doing better than tier max. It's like getting more players interested for the most part. I don't think it's like anywhere near as popular as masteries used to be, obviously, but if they added rewards like this, I think it would. I don't think that they're going to do it, but if they did, I think it would incentivize players to push more. Like there still isn't really a reason to push. At least I don't know of one. You kind of just have to want to do it, but otherwise you don't really have any actual reason to do it for the most part. There might be some rewards in there, but obviously there's like the cosmetics. There might be a little bit of progression in there. Maybe I haven't done it yet. I am pushing my crow slowly, but yeah, I mean, tier 30, rank 35 also didn't have much incentive either, but masteries definitely did. I think the only way this could realistically happen is if they add like Buffy's number 2, where the game requires a lot more progression, because basically what they said is that like they balance out the progression by adding more stuff for you to buy, so then they can add more stuff for you to get as well, progression wise. It's an interesting system, I guess. I don't understand why Brock is a part of the arcade trio. So this has a lot of upvotes, so I guess a lot of people agree with this, but yeah, he just plays the arcade games. I mean, in his voice line, he just says a bunch of like streamer or gamer terms, so he's just a gamer and that's it. That is the only reason he's in that, but I think it makes sense. Like, I do understand, but I guess I can also understand why people wouldn't get it, because he's not a robot, but he plays the games. I don't know if he's, you know, playing 8-bit, but like, he might do that. Okay, this is possibly the most expected thing ever, but people obviously hate this gadget. Obviously, if you hate it, you're not the only one. I don't like the concept because it can just be used as a griefing tool, but we have a little rework here. Obviously it's a joke, but you put it down and then your teammates have to, it pauses the game and then your teammates have to confirm whether they consent to be floated or not. This honestly, you know, it'd be fantastic, but you know what? They should add something like this for an April Fool's event where there's just like a bunch of pop-ups and stuff like this. I think that would be really funny, because I don't think any game has ever doubled down on something like this, so I think it'd be funny. And then we have a longer post basically going into more detail of why this gadget sucks and why it can be used to grief. If you guys want to read it, you can pause the video and read this here. I just wanted to include this to show you that it's not just one person. This also has a decent amount of upvotes. Yeah, this gadget is going to cause problems. It already is causing problems. I think it's overall pretty funny though. All right, so this glitch is like so weird that I don't even want to think it's real, but dude, I've never seen UI explode like this in any game unless like the GPU of a device is like fried. So there is possibly a chance that your GPU on your phone is dead, but who knows? This is just absolutely insane to look at though. Did I say GPU for a phone? Whatever, like the chip. I think they just call them chips. I don't know the technology of a phone, but let's just say your phone's GPU. Your phone is fried, all right, bro? I haven't seen a post like this get a lot of upvotes in a long time. I don't even remember like the last time that this happened, but hey, this player just called me slurs, said he was gonna permaban my account and then kicked me. What can I do? So it's just like, what? The ideal thing would be to report the chat in the chat, but I think he kicked you, right? So you can't do that. I don't know if you can like report them in any other way, but hopefully they, you know, Supercell does something about that. That's insane. I would assume that they would get banned. Like, you'd think that maybe automation would do that, but maybe they're using like symbols that bypass it. I don't really know, but I'd say that this is like a good chunk of the Brawl Stars player base. So if they banned all of them, Brawl Stars would basically lose like 50% of their players. Guys, I think this would be a fantastic idea. There should be a moving bot in the training cave. I think that the current training cave is very, very outdated. Guys, imagine a world where there's like a massive training cave with a bunch of different things for you to use, because we've had this one for years and it doesn't really help you train at all. It just helps you like look at the mechanics of a brawler, but you can't really train with them. You just kind of like look at it and you're like, oh, okay, that's how that works. That's how much damage this does. And then you leave, or you just mess around in it. But if this added a lot more mechanics, like it is called the training cave, but there's no like bounce pads, there's no teleporters, there's not even a train, there's nothing like that for you to really train with. And of course, like moving bots or bots with like shields or something, like using some type of gadget ability. Like, I think it would be really cool if we had a big map where you spawn in the middle and it's just like a carnival of training stuff. And there's also like portals that you can take to go around the map. I think that would be really cool. Okay, I wasn't going to include this post until I clicked here and I saw Killua from Hunter x Hunter. I did not finish that yet. I still need to. I'm stuck on the Chimera arc. I started that and then I stopped watching because I've heard really bad things about it and I didn't like it at first. But I thought this was kind of funny because in the picture he does really remind me of Killua, but like Gus is kind of the opposite. I don't know why he looks so evil here, because Gus is just like this innocent kid and he has well, maybe he's not, like he has some voice lines that make him seem like nice, but then he has other ones where he's kind of making fun of you. Like he he does make fun of you for like losing to a child when he kills you and just random stuff like that. So maybe he is a little bit evil. Okay, I just wanted to help bring attention to this. Apparently there is a glitch with one specific berry skin that changes his goop during his super to hyper if you pop hyper in the middle of it, which is really specific. So I don't know what the heck. Okay, what? Yeah, that is weird. but you can, whoa, okay, I see the difference there. So if you pop hyper and then dash, you can miss because I guess it just doesn't place it in tight like areas like this. But then if you do the opposite where you just do one line by using this glitch with the skin, I guess it's specifically this skin. So there are situations where this bug can actually be useful. That is such like a weird bug though. Like, how does stuff like this even happen with skins? Like, oh my god, he just sneezed in my face. Guys, we have another really tiny glitch here. It's just Robo Mike Super is invisible in bushes. Again, like, I don't even know how stuff like this happens, but it would make it a little bit harder to dodge. I mean, you can see where it's going, but I could see this getting somebody killed. That is, yeah, completely invisible once it goes in there. And guys, we were talking about prestiges earlier, but we have 2 posts here. The first one is saying we're about to get our first ever prestige 5. I believe that China servers already have up to like prestige 6, or I'm not even gonna say it. I think they're farther than us, but yeah, so Physic Gear got prestige 5 on Colt. This may be the first one ever in the entire game, or maybe just on Colt, but I think it's the first one in the entire game, which is pretty cool. Guys, you have to grind for like days and days and days and just like eat, sleep, brawl. Like, that's all you can do for these kind of pushes. But I guess it is a little bit better now because you don't really have a time gate. Like, you can just do it as you want, but if you want to be the first, then obviously you have to play the game all the time. That is one thing that I like. You can't even, that is one thing I like more about prestige, because it's not time gated. I thought that the time gated thing was kind of stressful, but that was kind of part of the fun as well. So it's like a double-edged sword, because it's better for some players and worse for others in that aspect. All right, go. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to use code nubs in your shop, and I will check back with the Reddit in like a week.